and I'm wasting away. You've taken everything that I want till there's nothing left in me, and there's no room left to breathe. You're changing everything.
Hi, this is Brittany from Rebel Fire Productions, and I'm here with Preshow Grace. Please introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Christian.
Hello, I'm Justin.
What would you be doing now if you weren't in a band?
If I wasn't in a band, I'd probably still either be washing dishes or delivering pizzas. But doing everything I could to be in a band and be back on the road. Because if I wasn't doing this, I would be totally miserable. I don't know, but
Yeah, I was detailing cars before this, so I'd probably still be detailing cars, trying
he's good
to
at it. So
still play the drums in a band. So kind of similar to him.
yeah.
Describe your genre/sound for someone who's never listened to you.
I guess harder rock. I wouldn't say metal really. No, just sub-metal, like the one step below metal. That would be about where Bridge to Grace is, I think.
How'd you come up with the name of your band?
I'll let him do this one.
Okay, so Alex, who's not right here right now, he's on the vicinity somewhere, went by a landmark in Atlanta, Georgia, where we're from, and it was called Bridge to Grace, and so he was like, that's a really cool, sound, and so he came up with a name, and when me and David joined Christian and Alex, we kind of have an age difference, a little bit of a different, I guess, upbringing in music. So we kind of bridged this together as the Bridge to Grace. So it made complete sense, full circle. So
Yeah.
it's kind of what we do with it.
Favorite fan encounter?
Favorite or least favorite? I don't know if this really counts, but one time we were at a Walmart sleeping, as we do most nights, and it was about in Arkansas somewhere. It was about 4 a.m, and I hear like 3 solid dun dun dun, a cop knock as we call it. Like, all right, this cannot be good. It's 4 a.m. We're in who could this possibly be? And I sleep right next to the door, so I had to get up and like look out the window, and I'd see 2 really like long-haired scraggly dudes kind of like right up on the door. So I'm terrified. I've got a bat like behind me. I open the door. I'm like, well, hello? And it's Sean Danielson and his tech from Smile Empty Soul, who were just finishing up their tour, and Sean lives in Arkansas, I believe. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Little Rock. So they saw us, they were like spending the night there, like, hey, it's Bridge to Grace. So I wouldn't really call that a fan encounter, but a friend, I'd start, that's the first thing that came to mind.
Funniest tour memory?
Which one should we do? There's a lot. Should we do the most recent Alex story?
What was that?
The Pine Top, Arizona? Or what do you think?
I don't know. Let's come back to that one and figure out.
We got to figure out which one we want to tell.
Let's think about which one we want.
What's your favorite song to perform?
I think mine is gotta be Take It All, because the rhythm's perfect for solid headbanging, and I don't know, I just really like the energy. I like how that song makes me feel when I play it. It gets me hyped up.
Mine's probably Weapon, because it's the latest song we've added to our set, and so I guess it's the newest one we play, so I guess that might be why, but it's also very high energy. I kind of get to show off a little bit on the drums while doing singing and stuff like that, so it's fun.
How does it feel to perform?
Tiring, nauseating, depending on what you had for dinner.
Feel like you're gonna throw up.
Feel like you're gonna throw up or pass out at any given time, if you're doing it right. If it's a good show, you're in hell on stage, just because you're going until you can't. But I love it.
Yeah, it's the best feeling in the world, because we're doing what we love, and people that come are actually there because of what we're doing, and so it's a really, and when the energy's there, when people are singing along, it's a really cool feeling. It's also very, like you said, it's like, because you're going so hard, it's just kind of like, at the same time you're like about to pass out, but it's the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
At the same time.
What do you want to be remembered for?
I I just want to be remembered as a band that made good songs and is good. And
Best live band.
yeah, I want to be one of the best live bands ever, because I feel like, you know, a live, you know, when you see a band live, that's it. Like, that's what they are. That's, you know, they'll give you all they can give. And I just always, I want to be remembered for giving it all I got.
When did you discover your love of music?
I'll let you go first.
I mean, for me, it was before I think I knew anything else. My parents were always big fans of music, and so whether it's getting rocked to sleep or whether getting a little kid's drum set when I was 3 years old, because I would kept banging on the pots and pans when I would be sitting down in the kitchen when I was 2 or 3. So yeah, I mean, from a very early age. So I think rock music kind of came into my life more, I don't know, maybe 5th grade, around 10 years old, because I had an older friend that was in the neighborhood, and he had, you know, Pantera and Sepultura and all these like metal bands, and I think that's when got me into rock. So
I think, you know, just like him, I was raised on music. You know, music was always just a massive part of my life, and I don't think I realized that until later, maybe like middle school. I don't know how old I would have been then. I'm terrible with that, but around then when I was like, wow, the grade, yeah, so
it's like how
15 maybe, but that, you know, around that time is when I realized, wow, if I didn't have music, then what? And then that's when it took over for me.
Who are your idols?
I personally am a huge Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band fan. Kind of random for a boy from Georgia and not Jersey, but you know, him, Dave Grohl, Eddie Vedder. You know, I just, you know, it's the rock greats that go uncompromised as their career advances. You know.
Oh, me too. I mean, my first concert ever was like Michael Jackson, and so that was
Great choice.
I mean, that's pop music is. I mean, if anyone wants to deny it or not, I mean, that's what drives the people. You know, I mean, it's just melody. It's like all that. You know, so I'd have to say someone like him, but also from a drum perspective, like Danny Carey from Tool, Abe Cunningham from Deftones, and back a little more, like maybe Stuart Baker or someone like that. You know, just people drummers in general that have created their own, I guess, kind of sound or whatever to kind of drive a certain rock sound. So
What can we expect from you in the future?
Badass shit. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
we're just gonna be touring a lot. We got
A lot of touring, a lot of writing.
We're gonna have. I mean, we're gonna be a band that tries to get as much music out as often as possible. So I mean, we released our album last year, in July 28th or August 28th or something, July or August.
Yeah.
And then, so this
August
year,
28th, yeah.
this year we're hoping to have some new material out by the fall or something like that. So just pumping out music and we
Just keep
continuing
working.
the road. Yeah, hopefully. Not just America. We're hoping to hit Europe and hoping to hit Asia and hoping to hit everywhere. So
Yeah, for sure.
kind of the goal.
Do you have a pre-show ritual?
No. I mean, kinda. I think we just. It's weird being in a touring band because it's your life is also just a rock show. So it's kind of, you're in the club, you're at a rock show, you're working, and then you get on the van and you're just hanging out and browsing Facebook for a couple minutes. You know, I think just relaxing, just calming down, making sure everything's set up, ready to go. We'll all just like sit and just do nothing, you know, just hang out, clear our heads, and just, you know.
It's hard to have a ritual because every day's different. You know, maybe once you get in a really big band and you're the headlining band, maybe, and you have a whole crew, and then everything might stay kind of the same. But I mean, for us, it's kind of like we get here at a certain time, and we either might have to set up real quick, or we're gonna sit around for like we're doing now for 3 hours before we do anything. So it's just kind of, I guess our ritual is kind of just like he said, like if we could have a little break before when we're done with setting up and everything, and then getting to the show. It's very much just kind of us hanging out in the RV and talking about what we're gonna play that night and just hanging out, chilling out.
Yeah.
Do you get nervous before shows?
Certain shows I do, but not because of the various crowds or anything, only because like, oh, you know, like if we're in a situation where we don't have a lot of time to set everything up and make sure everything works, I'm always like, I hope this is going too smoothly. Something's going wrong at some point. only at shows like that am I ever nervous.
Yeah, I think it's just, nervous for something to mess up technically. That's always why we have nerves, because we, like I said before, we don't have a crew to where if something's not working in the middle of the first song,
It's all
so we
us
gotta,
on stage who have to resolve it
yeah,
while
so
playing.
The nervous part I think comes from just hoping that everything works out as smoothly as possible on the technical side of things. So.
Yeah.
How do you handle any mistakes on stage, if there are any?
You just have to laugh. I mean, if we've had a few incidences of Alex falling, just big wah, or I'll hit my face really hard against my bass while I'm throwing down, or David will knee himself in the nose. Everybody has a show like, oh, what show was that? You're like, oh, the one where you completely ruined it. They're like, oh yeah, that was funny. Because if you take it too seriously, then you lose the fun of it, and if you lose the fun of it, then why do it?
Yeah.
If you could perform with any person or group, dead or alive, who would you pick?
I'd love to do Led Zeppelin. That'd be amazing. So, Pink Floyd would be cool. It's kind of a weird dynamic.
It'd be a weird blend, but then we'd be like, hey, we get to watch Pink Floyd side stage. So I'll take it. I think for me, Seven Dust would be a big one. But then at the same time, do we really want to play before Seven Dust? Because they just kill it so hard every time. We're like, yeah, I think Seven Dust for me would definitely be a major one.
Just for fun, fill in these blanks. Without music, I would be.
Home.
Sad.
Bored. Bored is the word. Tremendously bored.
Music is.
Everything.
Life.
Like our song on iTunes.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
That one's actually my favorite.
Oh, really? Oh, thank you.
Support music because.
It's badass.
It's an art, and I think that the arts need to stay alive, because without that, there's no.
Art is the spice of life.
It is. Thank you. It's perfect.
Last question. What is your advice to fans who want to start a band?
Don't be afraid. Just go. It may seem crazy, risky, or quitting your job and just getting in a van and going. It's terrifying, but you just gotta just do it. Know that there will be people along the way who say you can't, and just use that fuel to propel you forward.
Yeah, that was perfect. Definitely practice, because there's a lot of bands that
Practice,
need to
yes.
practice. I think that's a good thing to do before you play shows, But no, in all seriousness, if you want to do it and it's in your blood, for us, I don't have a choice. So it's what I have to do, because if not, then I'd be just a mess. So.
Thanks for taking the time to sit down with me, guys, and do this interview.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
If there's something listening inside, would you give me the chance to let it die? I don't wanna spend the rest of my life wondering if you're coming back or not. I don't wanna feel empty waiting on broken promises. But if this is over, I won't let go. Maybe I'm dreaming, maybe I'm disappearing, fighting history. One day you'll see me run out of all these feelings, lost in memories. Say what you want, say what you mean. Moonlight on street signs passing right by me. Closed conversations and things left unsaid. Haven't I told you this? We are just living for something else. Haven't I told you